The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Jones. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Out to his left.
He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's got room. 20.
53 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Aaron Jones
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Packers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got it complete to Rodgers. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
They'll run for the first time with Joshua Kelly.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing on second down. Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Kelly on the counter. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Herbert now. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. But really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Partner, normally double coverage is reserved for receivers and tight ends, but this time they actually targeted the running back with it, and it still wasn't enough. He attacked the defense and got in a great position to haul in the catch and get a nice gain out of it.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Forced out to his left. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. Pressure comes, and down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems...
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Chargers are going to take over here up near the 40.
Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how anytime you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Rodgers now on 1st down.
This one swung out here to Jones. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers.
Robert Tonyan
From 13 yards out.
And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
It's a gain of 2, and it will be the final act of this first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Packers pick it up. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out of this third quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime, because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game.
They run with Jones on first down, but he'll struggle here just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain.
If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On play action, now Rodgers. He finds Watson complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. An inside give to Jones. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On play action, it's Rodgers.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. So that, Charles, maybe the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something? Because we're into the third quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
They'll start on the ground with Kelly. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. They'll go again with Kelly. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Herbert. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. That's to his running back, complete.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Herbert on first down now.
That's caught, and it's Eckler again.
Oh, look at the juke. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. The give up the middle to Kelly. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Packers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. They find some open field here. There he goes, left side. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
159 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. On play action, Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Looking for Christian Watson that time.
But it'll be 2nd and goal. Rodgers looking to throw.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Aaron Jones,
His second touchdown of the night.
and the Packers have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Charger drive about to get going.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the...
She's been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
And some space here. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. And he used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Herbert jogs off, and out comes Dustin Hopkins to take this kick for L.A. on 4th down.
And this is going to miss left. I don't think it even got there either. It's no good either way, and this will stay a 3-touchdown game. Well, a tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there, couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for him today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schlep Rock, got that black cloud over their heads.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory.